So the N-Momentum clinical trial was a randomized controlled trial comparing inebilizumab versus placebo in neuromyelitis optica spectrum disorder. The goal of the study was to determine whether inebilizumab could delay the time to a clinical attack in NMO and look at a wide variety of other secondary outcomes. Now, this study was completed some time ago. The primary results have been published, and there have been several secondary analyses that have been completed as well since. There are two abstracts being presented at this meeting. One is exploring the vaccine status in the context of the clinical trial. So one of the observations made having to do really with patient safety was the observation that hypogammaglobulinemia can occur during the course of treatment with inebilizumab. Now, inebilizumab is a monoclonal antibody directed against CD19. It depletes B cells. B cells, of course, are the cells that go on to produce antibodies, so it stands to reason that medications like this could result in a lowering of total gamma globulin levels, and that was in fact observed during the course of the study. Some of those levels went quite low, and so in this abstract we wanted to determine whether immunizations from childhood, specifically to measles, mumps, rubella, varicella, were affected by inebilizumab. We know that the total gamma globulin levels go down. We wanted to explore whether that also would result in a decline in antibody levels for these important childhood vaccinations. And so what we found was that although some of those levels do decline a little bit, in particular for tetanus, by and large they stay stable. And then when we looked at the index, where we are looking at whether overall these levels are decreasing in proportion to the total gamma globulin level, we found actually that they are increased. The index values are increased. So we're seeing a loss of gamma globulins that are non-specific gamma globulins. Gamma globulins perhaps that have not been directed against specific pathogens, and perhaps this is the reason that we're not seeing strong correlations between hypogammaglobulinemia and infections in inebilizumab treated patients.